Well, I came out real quick. If you'll look, there's our neighborhood babies right there. Can you see them? Every year, they got two of them. Sometimes both of them survive. More likely than not, usually it's one. Not sure what happens to one of them, but I can only assume that alligators, coyotes, bears, all that kind of thing. But I knew they were nesting about a month ago or so, or whatever. We talked about it on porch setting. I said, I haven't seen them. And then today I just happened to look out the window. Sue's not here, and then I seen the big cranes in my front yard, so I grabbed my camera real quick. I zoomed in as far as this GoPro will go, and I just thought I'd give you a look. You know, this is March 20th, and there they are. So they've been out for a little while to be that big. They haven't been out walking around here, but they've been in a nest. And this might be their first day out, I don't know that. But they will grow so fast. It's unbelievable how fast they grow. But the sandhill cranes here, they mate for life. I don't know what happens to one of them if one of them, you know, dies for whatever reason. But they mate for life, and the baby cranes, believe it or not, will hang around mom and dad for, it could be a couple of years, because some years I've seen these mom and dads walk around with those baby cranes along with last year's babies, which you can tell because they don't have the red on their head, and their plumage is a little grayish. I don't see anything here this year, so that didn't mean anything. Babies could have went off on their own, but sometimes they don't. It's just nice to see them around every year. We always look forward to seeing our baby cranes. So there you are. There's a peek for you. Well, today they are aerating my lawn and going to put down some potash. A little tool that digs in the ground and pulls out them plugs and then deposits them back on the surface of the grass. They got to be very careful with them. We have a lot of where the meters are at to read the water levels, and there's just all kinds of plastic stuff in the yard. Your water sprinklers and all that stuff's plastic, and if they get on top of one of them with them plugs, it comes down and hits it, it'll break it. And we had a cover on the other side covered. It's a clean out drain, and he broke it. After 10 years, that's the only one that's ever been broken. But we called and told them, and they came right out like the next day and put a new one on there. It wasn't a big deal. But anyway, Sue talked to him about the bare spots here in the front yard that's not getting really much better. One of them's right down there. You can see it. It's not bare, but it's just not really green or anything. And in the back there is a big area where we had mole crickets, and they treated it for that, and I guess the mole crickets are dead, but the area itself is just not looking good. And Sue said, they said what we should do is put dirt in there. And I'm looking at her going, we hired them to take care of the yard, why am I doing it? So anyway, we'll see how this turns out, because if I got to go back there and put dirt in there, then I'll just take a shovel and cut all that out and go to Lowe's and buy some sod, put some new sod down. Or I'll hire somebody to do it probably. I'll hire Chano. Chano does it. If we look right over here on that corner of that roof right there, you see that mockingbird right there? Every year, that's our local resident in this yard. He's up there looking for things to eat, and they will attack geckos and eat them. There he's singing. And there was one over yonder over there earlier, and they were kind of fighting a little bit, or I thought they was fighting, so they're very territorial. So it might have been another male, but then again, this is that time of year where they put up nests. I usually have a mockingbird nest right there in that palm tree in the front yard. But since they trimmed it up so much, there may not be one there this year. But I did see a gecko out there a while ago that had half a tail. So he almost got eat up, probably by a mockingbird. These geckos here, they can, if they escape, if the mockingbird grabs the tail, the gecko can drop the tail and keep on running, and the tail will just sit there and squiggle around like a worm. Yeah, he's got his eye out. He's looking. He's guarding his territory. Animals, they are fascinating to watch. Uh-oh. Buddy got a haircut today, so he's kind of, how you put it, he's kind of ticked off. He got a bath, perfume, haircut. Anyway, that's what we've been using for the last couple of years anyway, or 3 years, I'm not sure. True Green. That's not who the villages use. They use Massey, I think. And we had Massey here that first year. Buy a house. When I bought my house, the first year was free, and they just give it to you. And I really wasn't impressed. They didn't really do anything for us at all. They knew that I was on the free end of it, I guess. They didn't really do much of anything. We'd ask about stuff, and they just point the finger, you know. Well, you should go to Lowe's and buy this. You should go to Lowe's and buy that. I'm thinking, you're the one taking care of the yard. What's hell?
Now we got it all paired, so like I said, it has this metal plate that I've already got stuck to the back, and the VHB tape.
I don't want to get them all interrupted, but they're back. See, they'll hang around our neighborhood now until those babies are pretty near grown. You see the babies over there? Since my first picture about maybe a week ago, look how much them babies has grown already. It kind of rained today, so they're out looking for bugs and lizards and whatever else they can find. Hey, looky over there. Hey, look over there. You know, they're mosey through the neighborhood. Well, here we are at Lake Sumter Landing with my granddaughter and her boyfriend, husband, I don't know, one or the other. They're from North Dakota. They come down here because her grandmother on her mother's side passed away. And she wanted to come to Lake Sumter Landing because this is where we used to live, and I think that's why she wanted to come here. So here we are, we're here walking around, and then she says something about buying a shirt, and I thought, oh, so this is a sneaky way to get me to go shopping. So anyway, we're over here. You know, I got the boardwalk here. It is a very nice walkable city. That's what Lake Sumter Landing is, actually, is a small city. But the problem with wintertime going to any of these places, including Lake Sumter Landing, is parking. We're parked over here behind everything, over here by Starbucks actually, and we're walking over here, which is a little bit of a walk because downtown, around downtown, or any of the side streets, you can't, there's no parking, period. There's nothing going on, there's no parking. That's how bad it is. And even with the parking lot back here behind everything, look at that. There's parking back here, but it's pretty full for an area where there's nothing going on. Well, I want to keep talking so I don't get demonetized here. So there's music being played in the background. So we just got done having a couple of beers up there at City Fire here at Lake Sumter Landing, where Sue and my granddaughter were shopping, doing something. And down here at Gators Bar and Grill, they got outside entertainment going on. And there's some guy here with some parrots out here. I don't know what he's doing, probably getting a buck or two to let people take a picture with him. And we're going to take them to the boardwalk over here so they can kind of see what this whole area is about. So with that being said, let me get out of here. Okay, now we're down here with the kids so they can see things. Yes, do not feed the alligators. Do not feed any of the Florida wildlife. It is against the law. Is it really harmful? I don't know, but it is against the law. Matter of fact, this water's kind of murky today.
It is, but we've seen a fish down here, and the nest is down there. You can see the.
Because usually I can see the fish making their nest this time of year down here, and this is the deck that they're supposed to start rebuilding, or did they already rebuild it?
They've already built the deck. They just haven't decided on the gazebo where they're going to do that.
Residents paid like $1 million to get this fixed. I don't know why. I don't think this is an amenity, but anyway, we did.
It's probably still guarding his nest.
Nothing. Water's really murky. Can't see down to the bottom at all. This is the view of some of the town square down here from the dock. Well, today we're going into
Lake
Meona Rec Center. I've been in here 500 times, but I guess I have to go in it again to show my granddaughter what it looks like. And I don't know why anybody cares what it looks like, because you're not buying the rec center. But I will admit, it is nice inside. They've all started planting all of our new spring flowers. These are called snapdragons. Does anybody know why they call them snapdragons? Let me show you. It's because, watch it. See it? See it snap? 1,
2, 3. Hey, Skip, you suck!
Hey, Skip, Jose's delivering a coffee, and by the way,
You suck!
Oh, don't leave your keys in the golf cart. Some might say it's not very smart. If you walk away and hear your engine start, just turn around and wave goodbye to your golf cart, to your golf cart. Oh, where's my golf cart?